Hi, Tom Merrill here, and I'll be back at FDIC in 2022, and I hope you can join me in my class so we can talk about what it means to be a professional volunteer firefighter serving in a professional volunteer fire department. You know, fortunately in most communities, the volunteer fire department enjoys a very favorable reputation and is looked upon with a high degree of respect and trust. And it boggles my mind when I see news stories involving well-paid executives and administrators and so-called business professionals missing deadlines or fouling up paperwork or bringing shame or even harm to their organizations. These stories amaze me because then I think of all the volunteer firefighters out there who diligently and painstakingly train and go to emergency calls, complete reports, and strive to meet required mandates and do whatever else is necessary just to take care of their volunteer firehouse and honorably serve their community. They could have been home all day with their children, or maybe they came home from their exhausting paycheck earning job. They rushed home, they grabbed a quick dinner, perhaps they did homework with their children or took care of one of the many projects that's always there at home to take care of. They may have been at a scout meeting, maybe a school event, maybe they were coaching that little league game. No matter, after that, it's off to the volunteer firehouse to take care of something that needs to be done. Perhaps it's to pay the bills. Perhaps it's a committee meeting. Maybe it's to plan next week's training drill. It may simply be to fix a broken pipe or change out a light bulb. And they don't do this for accolades or recognition, and certainly they don't do it for any compensation. These dedicated women and men do it for one reason and one reason only. There simply is work to be done, and it must be done properly and on time in order to keep their firehouse compliant and operating smoothly. They do it to take care of their areas of responsibility, and that's what professionals do. But professional volunteer firefighters cannot rest on their laurels. The workload will continue. There will always be a to-do list and a never-ending project list and deadlines to meet. And even with all the challenges and changes and lofty expectations confronting our volunteer fire service today, volunteers certainly can still control the professional level of service that they provide, personally and organizationally. And developing, maintaining, and portraying that professional image and reputation is the duty and responsibility of all firefighters. Nobody in the organization gets a pass here. No matter what your role, no matter what your title, tenure, or duties are, all of you contribute to that professional culture. And this is a culture we want felt inside the firehouse among the members, as well as witnessed outside the firehouse in the community that you serve. This coveted title, professional, is not automatically assigned when somebody joins either. It must be earned, and it must continue to be earned. But how? How do we do it? In my class, I will identify 12 key traits. I call them building blocks to the professional foundation. 12 key building blocks that you can easily take back home to help build and enhance your professional operation. 12 key building blocks that apply to two sides of the department as well. The line officer or fire medic side, as well as the often forgotten about and very rarely talked about administrative side as well. Think of it as professional development for the professional volunteer. And everything we're going to talk about in the class will be under your own personal control. All challenges, obstacles, and distractions aside, everything will be under your control. Professional volunteers understand that it's so important for the firehouse to be viewed as much more than a social club, and to never let the good old boys and good old girls club persona to be more prevalent than the well-run and well-put-together reputation that we desire. True professionals understand today's standards for acceptable organizational behavior and recognize we are all living in a vastly changing and very judgmental world today. And volunteer firefighters and even volunteer firehouses are under increased scrutiny. And true professional volunteer firefighters also want their community's opinion of the department and the members serving in that department to be formed not by perception, but by their very real examples of service, dedication, competence, compassion, and integrity. Folks, our residents are owed professional service delivered by professional volunteers representing professional organizations. It's that simple. I am so excited to be coming back to FDIC in 2022, and I hope you can join me in April.